I be a liability? Will I be a useless person after engaging myself into funny and useless things that cannot help, that are not beneficial? Or will I be a disciplined student, making every teacher happy, the principal, the leadership of the school, and everyone else, that they will testify and say of that student who is well behaved? So choose for yourself what you want to be. A good student who will be the talk of the whole community, from the principal, the teachers, and the fellow students, of your good behaviors, of how good you are in studies, of how good you are in your performance in school, of how good you are in this and that subject, because you prove yourself to be worthy. You choose to take the right path. Make sure that you don't waste yourself. Live your life right. Live right in that high school. And your testimony, what will reflect in that living certificate that you get from the principal, from the head teacher, is what the employer will want to see first, even before seeing your results. And that is what even the community will want to know, what you went to do there, what kind of life you led there. So don't be foolish. Don't be fooled around by people who have no purpose, who have no hope for future, who have nothing to do but waste their lives. But choose to be an upright student. Choose to be the pride of your parents and the society, the religious community that have brought you up in good behaviors, the parents who have taken all it takes to teach you good habits. Let them shine. Let them be happy. Bring them the results they desired, and you will also be happy and strong enough to face life in the next level. Make your priorities and your choices right. Let everyone consider you to be foolish, because that is what many students fear, that I'll be considered to be foolish, I'll be considered to know nothing, I'll be considered to be mshamba. Let them call you any name. Kwani hata mshamba ushakuwa shamba siku moja ukalimwa mahindi. Don't mind what they say about you. Don't mind of the titles they call you. Sijui mshamba, mjinga, hujachanuka, sijui unakaa, sijui unafanya. Don't mind anything about that. Later on, you prove to them that it was not foolishness, but it was purpose that was led by the hope that is in you. What you purpose to be in future, the hope you have for the future. Let them know that you are pursuing your dreams. Let them know that you have principles and you are not to be swayed by every wind that comes around. Let them know that you are principled. Be an example even to others who may be falling into these pits, and speak to them. Tell them, I have made it. I have defied the odds. You can also do it. Don't do this. Don't do this. Don't do that. I have conquered. I have refused it. And now I'm doing good. And at the final end, because of making the right choices, because of taking the right priorities, you will be making the school proud. From the principal, the teachers, they will be proud of you. Even wherever else you will go, they will identify with you as an alumni who performed well, who behaved well in school and performed very well, and now is in such and such a ministry, is doing such and such a business, because you made the right choices. Choose to be positive. Choose to do the right thing, and you will be an asset in the community. You will be the pride of your parents, of the religious community, and the community at large. Otherwise, if you make the wrong choices, you'll get through the system only to find that you wasted your time and you have nothing to show. It's good to note here that when these new students get into schools, they meet radicals who, some of them, force them into funny behaviors, and others fear to say that this is happening to them, to report to the administration, or to call their parents and tell them what is happening in school so that they be rescued. They fear. And others are even intimidated that you have to do this, and if you don't do it, we will kill you, we will harm you, we will do this and that to you. And out of fear, they get into these practices forcibly. And later on, even when they try to get out of them, they can't, because they have already been addicted into them. You are advised as a student, speak out when you see anyone advancing towards you with the wrong behaviors. With wisdom, look for a teacher or for the principal. Go and tell them what is happening. Don't keep quiet. Speak out. Otherwise, you will be ruined by the seed of destruction that is meant to be destroyed. People who have chosen to follow the devil, to follow the ways of the evil one, and to ruin their lives, to destroy their lives, because they don't have any hope, they don't have any purpose in life. They are just going through the system because they were brought there forcibly, not willingly. They don't know what they are doing. They are not even interested because they have no purpose. People who have no purpose, people who have no direction, are a danger to the community. So, make sure if anyone advances towards you forcibly, or maybe enticing you and getting tough on it, make sure you resist. And if they get tough on you, if they threaten you, make sure it is reported to the administration. Otherwise, parents, be advised that when you hear your child who have been very good, performing very well in Form 1, now in Form 2 just changes the language and says, oh, I want to change this school, I want to join that other school, I want you to take me to another school because this school is not performing well, it is not giving me what I want. Before you think of changing that school, ask the child to be open and tell you the truth. Why? Because sometimes, and most of the times, it is not the reason why, but it is because he or she have realized that they have engaged themselves in funny practices that will ruin their education, and now being endangered and now having no way to turn back because they fear that they will be molested by their fellow students who are engaged in the same habits. And so they cheat you that this school is not good, the performance is not good, please change the school, take me to another school. But it's because now they want to learn from the mess that they engaged themselves into, either forcibly or willingly. If you joined trying to prove how tough you are, that wewe si mshamba, wewe hujachelewa, wewe hujabaki nyuma, wewe unajua everything that comes around, everything that is being introduced, you want to prove tough and that you know. You want to prove that you are aware and you know it, and you want to do it to prove to them that wewe si kidogo, you are not simple, you are informed, ati wewe ni yule msee, wewe ni yule mkali, that there is nothing that you have not done out there. You want to prove tough. But to who? And for what benefit? Whose benefit? Later on, you find yourself in a dangerous mess that you cannot control. And that is when you start giving parents a rough time, saying you don't want that school anymore, that you will drop out, stressing them up. Yes, I don't refuse. Some are very genuine. Some are very genuine when they say that. Maybe the performance is not good. Maybe there are things that have tied them up. Some are very genuine. So you better seek to know how good, how true it is before you do it. Seek to know it even from the school. Wisely seek to get information about it, and you will get to know whether this child is running from the mess he has got himself into or herself into, or it is truly the performance of the school, and maybe she wants to get a good grade. After you investigate and know what truly it is, then make the right decision. It is also good to know as a student that even if you faced tough times, being molested, being monorized by those you met there, you can choose to change the story. You can choose to change the thread of the community and say, in my era in this school, no one will mistreat the newcomers just because they are new here. No one will steal their things. No one will force them to give them what their parents have given them to start their high school life with. No, not in my era. Stand firm. Change the thread. You can be an agent of change in that school. Choose to be good. Choose to be a positive figure. Choose to be an asset and not a liability. Because some get into the same mess and say, since I faced it rough, since I was beaten, since I lost my clothes, since I lost my goodies to these cruel students who I met here, it is my time to revenge. You molest the newcomers, you molest the new students, and some get their parents into much more trouble when they are thrown out of school because of molesting the newcomers. And you know, if you happen to leave the school because of such unbecoming behaviors, then it is very hard even to get enrolled into another school, because the administration of the school that you are coming from will have to explain the reason why you are leaving the school and you want to change the school to another school. And so you give your parents so tough times, so rough time, and others say, I don't care, wacha waumie, kwani iko nini, I don't mind, not knowing that it's not your parent who is facing it tough, but you are ruining your tomorrow, that you are ruining your future. So be advised, be the student you should be. Be calm, spend your life there positively, the way you should, making use of every opportunity to add value to your stay in that high school, that will later reflect in your certificate as you leave the high school. So be advised, don't do anything to prove tough or to show anyone how tough you are. It is lack of wisdom. It is lack of information. You will just prove yourself a big fool who lost his time in school doing nothing, doing unnecessary things because you made the wrong choices and took the wrong priorities. So be advised, be wise, know what to do, know what choices you make and the impact they make in your life later. Once again, be advised, my son. Be advised, my daughter. Encourage your friends and the rest of the community to watch the Truth channel for this and many more teachings as we shape our society for a better tomorrow. Thank you for watching.